morning. This is a video to show you how you can incorporate Nearpod or Nearpod VR into your class. First thing, regular Nearpod is free, but to use the VR features of Nearpod, it costs $120 per year. This is an upgrade to the Gold membership. Just so that you know, I have a coupon for you to access the Gold membership, and this allows you 6 months of free use of the Gold membership. This can be redeemed until December 31st of 2017. So this will give you 6 months free for the VR aspect of Nearpod. Nearpod is a presentation tool where students can go virtually on tours, or they can draw their answers, take polls, take quizzes, all in the comfort of one slideshow. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to My Nearpod, and I'm going to make sure that I log in with my Google account. As you can see, I am already logged in and I am a Gold user. In my library, this is going to be where any lessons that I've downloaded or that I've created myself will be seen. You can see these all here. You can also create your own new Nearpod from here as well. To create a Nearpod, you just go to New, Lesson, and here you can see the first thing that shows us is to add a slide. When you click on Add a Slide, you have 3 choices. You can add content, where you can add text, 3D images, a sway from Microsoft. We can do a 360 field trip, a slideshow, so if you have a PowerPoint or Google slideshow, you can upload that here. You can also add videos, YouTube videos or other videos, audio, PDF, Twitter stream, and more. You can also add web content. This means anything that you find on the web. The last thing that you can do is add an activity. Activities can be open-ended questions, polls, quizzes, drawing, collaboration tools, fill in the blanks, and or memory tests. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go back to add content, and I'm going to go to a field trip. Now, one of the places that students travel to in 6th grade is Egypt. So I'm going to type in Egypt here. And I am going to choose this image of the pyramids of Giza. So here you can see the field trip was successfully added. I'm just going to refresh my page to speed things up a little bit. So I have my field trip here. The next thing I'm going to do is click Add a Slide, and I'm going to create an activity. And the activity is just going to be a poll. If you could visit one of the 3 places below, which would be your top choice? Pyramids of Giza, Great Wall of China, Mount Everest. You have the option when you create a poll for students to select multiple options, but I only want them choosing one, so I'm going to turn that feature off. I'm going to click Save, and now you're going to see I'm going to have one square that's going to say field trip and one square that's going to say poll. I can manipulate these and move these around and change the order of them just by dragging and dropping them. If I wanted to delete a slide, I can just click Delete Slide up here or copy over here. Make sure you always title your lessons so that you are aware of the names. I can also go to the Explore tool. The Explore tool has many pre-created Nearpods already, some that are free and some that are paid for. Click on the Filters button, and you can choose if you want to search by free or paid, subject area, the resource type, or your grade level. You can also search by Common Core standards as well. The last thing I want to show you is what a completed Nearpod looks like. So you can see over here, I have a completed Nearpod. It's called Extinction. When I hover over it, since I have the Gold membership, I can create what are called student-paced lessons. These are lessons that the students do at their own pace. The live lesson is what you do in front of the entire class all at one time. So I'm just going to click on Live Lesson to show you what it looks like. The students will get a class code. They then go to Nearpod themselves and they sign in with this class code. So I can copy the code and right down here where it says for students, enter the code and click next. So at this point it's going to ask me to add my name, and then it's going to wait for the teacher to begin. This is the first slide that I have in my teacher slide. So I'm going to move this over so that we can see everything. Okay. And I'm going to go back to my teacher page, which is on my left side now. And you can see it's the teacher page because it has the blue at the top and it has the left and right buttons on the side. I'm going to click the next arrow, and you can see that as I move, the students' pages move as well. So here, this is a drawing activity. Draw what you think the world would look like 65 million years ago. So the students can use their pen and they can draw. Don't think there were people then, but maybe there were. And then I can click send once I'm all done. And then I should be able to see mine over here just by clicking on this. It's still waiting for it to come, but that's okay. Here it is. Click on the next arrow and it takes me to my next slide. Here, the student has some choices. How many mass extinctions have there been? And I'm going to click 5, and I should see C pop up here in just a minute. Oops, I have to hit send. Sorry about that. Forgot about that. And here we go, C. As we continue on, you can see that there are 3D images, and as I move it, this does not move on the student's page. The student has to manipulate this themselves. As we continue on, you'll see we have turn and talk features where you can have the students work in an analog environment and no longer digital. We have short answer questions. And we even have our 360 images. These are different than 3D images because we can scan around it rather than around the image. We also have video embedded here. And as the teacher, I can choose if I just want this device to be playing the video or all devices. So if I click on all devices, I should see it on both screens. If I keep going, you'll see at the end of this, there's another short answer question. But I also have some of these fill in the blank questions. And finally, a quiz at the end. If you have any questions or would like to utilize this tool in your class, please feel free to email me. I look forward to working with you in the future.